Good morning. I hope you enjoyed your 2 snow days. We will have our quiz tomorrow on Thursday, and I want to remind you that I will not be in school because I have to take my dad to the doctor. We will have Pi Day on Friday. You may see Mr. Tyler with any questions about that. For your quiz review that I have here for you today, obviously it's me, Mrs. Van Steel, and not a video I found online like yesterday. These 3 questions are very, very similar to the 3 questions you'll be asked to do on your quiz tomorrow. The first and second are writing equations of lines. The third is solving a system graphically. This is the bigger question of the quiz. The quiz, I believe, is for 16 points. You will have the whole period and then a homework assignment to complete afterwards. I recommend you do these 3 problems and then come back and watch the rest of the video to see the answers. If you have any questions, you may email me, which my email is at the end of the video. So, going through the first question, write an equation of a line through the point -4, 3 with a slope of 2. What I'm going to do here is use my y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 equation, which is point slope, which remember I told you should memorize. M is always my slope, which is 2. x1, y1 is always a point. So I substitute -4, 3 into the equation, and I get y minus 3 equals 2 parentheses x minus -4, or y minus 3 equals 2 parentheses x plus 4. That is that answer. Now on to number 2. Write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form through the points 4, 7, and 2, 6. Since this gave me 2 points, I must first find the slope, which I use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And it doesn't matter which order I do it. If I do 6 minus 7, I must do 2 minus 4, which gives my points on top of each other. And that way I get -1 over -2, which equals 1/2, or the other way I get positive 1/2. Both ways yield the slope of 1/2. I now use my point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. It does not matter which point I use. If I use 4, 7, I get y minus 7 equals 1/2 parentheses x minus 4. If I use 2, 6, I use y minus 6 equals 1/2 times x minus 2. I have a small typo here that I'm going to correct. You must solve for y since the question asks for slope-intercept. That's on the next page. So no matter which equation I start with, I start by distributing the 1/2, which gives me 1/2 x minus 2, or 1/2 x minus 1. I then add the 6 to both sides in this case, or add 7 to both sides in this case, and I get 1/2 x plus 5. Last but not least, most important is the third, where I'm asked to solve the system graphically. I need to graph both. You can make a table, use slope and y-intercept, or use the x and y-intercepts. Again, I did extra C's. So, if I'm making a table, I get to choose my x values. I substitute to get my y values, and there's my table. I then use, if I'm using slope and y-intercept, my slope is -2 over 1, my y-intercept 7. The graph is on the next page. So for the graph, if I'm graphing the first one, which I'm going to do in pink, I plot the points. So it was -1, 1. Make the points big so you can see. 0, 2, 1, 5. You then use a straight edge to connect in a nice straight line. The computer doesn't want to agree with me right here. Give me 1 second. Try this again. Trying to use the mouse pad at home versus the Promethean board in school. It's a little bit trickier. So I'm going to do the best to extend my line as straight as I can. Let me come down here and fix this one a little bit. So that I line up on my points better. And then the last thing I must always do is write the equation on my line. So that's y equals 3x plus 2. Now the other equation, I'm going to use my slope and y-intercept. So I'm going to use a different color. I'll use blue. So my y-intercept was 7. So 2, 4, 6, 7. And then my slope was negative 2 over 1. So I go down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. And again, I want to connect with a nice straight line. So let's see how I can do on this one. Again, this mouse pad is not really my friend. Try to make that line a little straighter. There we go. Now, if you remember, what we're really trying to look for here is the point A intersection. So even though my lines are slightly off, which again with a ruler you can do much better, I can see that my point A intersection is 1, 5. I must now check that in both equations. So let me turn off the graph paper and start typing here so you can see. So in the point 1, 5, I know that x equals 1 and y equals 5. To use my equation y equals 3x plus 2, I'm going to substitute 5 for y and 1 for x, and then follow the order of operations. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 gives me 5 equals 5. And let's go back up here and correct my poor typing. I think my computer's taken a day off too. And then I must check the other one, so it's y equals negative 2x plus 7. Again, y equals 5, x equals 1, so I substitute 1 for x and 5 for y. And I get 5 equals negative 2 times 1 plus 7. I do negative 2 times 1, which is negative 2, plus 7. Negative 2 plus 7 gives me 5 equals 5. And I have checked. So that is what you must know for your quiz tomorrow. If you have any questions, you may email me at mvansteele@bcsd.narek.org. Enjoy the rest of your snow day.